So just before the video does start, just a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I do daily trading guides including loads of price sheets for special card trading, silver trading and so on and so on. And you get them daily over there for £5 a month or free with Amazon Prime. What's up guys, and welcome to episode 3 of 0 to a million in 0 to 2 million in 7 days. So obviously I took a day off and that's because I got myself the brand new Xbox. There you go, it's the remote. So, and yeah, because I'm back home, it took about 5 hours to download the game, which meant by the time I woke up about, God knows whenever, it was probably about 4 or 5 PM before I could even go and play FIFA. So, because I can get enough hours in, I said, we'll keep that day void, and then luckily you guys will then get more episodes of next gen, which is both good for me and good for you guys because it won't look as laggy and as bad. But obviously that has allowed me 24 hours to be listing up silvers. I haven't been buying silvers in the last 24 hours because, again, you know, I've kind of given back my old Xbox to my family, so I couldn't go and play on the Xbox, and I don't have web app access, so I couldn't really do anything on the Xbox. I've just kind of been listing them every now and again. So, yeah, we've managed to have a lot of silver sell on, and that's the reason why we've had the big coin injection, is because we probably had about 150 silvers, and we're down to about 75 right now, so not looking too bad. But we're on a Thursday today, so that does mean that silvers are going to go and crash at 6 PM today, so I probably won't be buying any silvers today. Going to plan on doing a lot of special card trading today, which I will get into filters and how the whole concept of special card trading works, because it should work really, really well on Xbox. But yeah, we've had loads of good sales, and what we're doing right now is kind of just fighting against time right now, because when 6 PM hits, a lot of these silvers are going to crash, and even a lot of these bronzes are going to crash. Now, it does give me a really good investing opportunity in them, and you'll see me do that later in the episode. But in turn, it also means if I'm stuck with any silvers, I'm going to be losing a K, 2K per card. So we do want to get out a lot of them before 6 PM. Ideally before 3 PM, because you don't want to get panicky with these cards, because sadly on Xbox, because there's a lack of buyers, it also means you never want to be in a hurry to sell stuff, because you could have a really good card listed on the market, a really good deal, but no one's going to buy it because there's not enough buyers on Xbox. So yeah, we're just going to be doing basically nothing but selling cards today, and not really, selling silvers today and not really buying too much. We'll do a lot of special card trading, then obviously at 6 PM we'll do a little bit of investing in marking matchups and investing in silvers once they drop. So yeah, that's just the position of the account. It's not looking too bad. It's probably on about 500-600k for 2 days, which I'm super happy with, because we have to make an average of 300k or just sub that per day to of course make the 2 million coins in 7 days. So yeah, as long as trading can keep up this well, and I don't see why it can't, because a lot of this trading is coming from silver trading, which, you know, it should be universal throughout the week no matter what. So yeah, looking all good. Without further ado, what we'll do is we're going to explain to you guys how to do special card trading. So, just like 1 or 2 hours later, just been listing up these silvers over and over again. Really haven't actually gone to that special card trading yet, but yeah, there you go. Just a bunch of silvers all making us a nice bit of profit. Still have roughly 80 silvers to sell in the next 4.5 hours, but it shouldn't be too bad. Worst comes to worst, I'll start lowering their prices in about an hour or two as well. So yeah, not bad. What we'll do though is we will crack underway the special card trading. I just need to give a little, have a little look at the filter before I, make a little recording on it. So, how to go and do special card trading. So, special card trading, what you're doing is you're basically trading with special cards, and you're looking to buy them on a low fluctuation of the card. So, what you need to do for this method is basically learn what a bunch of special cards sell for at the higher their fluctuation, and then you go and snipe them for the lower their fluctuation. Obviously, there has to be profit. So, for example, I'll go and use the likes of Andre because he literally just pops up. So, the low, or I guess the highest Andre gets is 72k on Xbox. So, what I would be doing is I'd be looking for him to fluctuate down maybe to 66k, and then I'd try and get a deal on top of that. So, every day, if I'm not wrong, he should go up and down, up and down, up and down. And indeed, he does. So he goes up there to 69k, but then down there to 62k, but then up there to 68k, but then back down here to 66k. So you'll see that Andre will go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So what you need to do is you need to learn the up. And theoretically, you also need to kind of learn the down. Because basically, you want to sell him for just above this price, but buy them just below this price. So what I'd be doing is looking to sell him, buy him at 62k, and then sell him for 70k, and then there'd obviously be an 8k difference with a 3.5k tax and a 4.5k profit. But I'd be looking to do this with hundreds of special cards. Obviously, you can just go and learn 2030 or the 2030 ones that pop up very commonly, but that's the idea. So what you're going to do is, or how are you going to find these deals? What you're going to do is you're going to go and set the minimum you're going to go and set the minimum bid to 1050, the maximum bid to 13k, the minimum buy now to 10k, and what you need to do is get rid of every card that is over an hour, or all but one. Now, the first thing you're going to do when doing this is get rid of all the UCL cards. How do I recommend getting rid of all the UCL cards? Increasing either the minimum buy now or decreasing the maximum bid. So I'll be honest with you, how this is set up, I'm going to go and have to increase the minimum buy now to 18,250. Because the minimum buy now of 18,250 means no special cards below 18,250, below 18k are going to pop up, or 18,250. And obviously these are all up for 18k, so if I go and increase this minimum buy now here to 18,250, now theoretically this does get rid of loads and loads of potential deals, but it's just what you got to do. You'll now see that all of those Valverdes are not going to pop up. So now what I'm going to do is I've got to get rid of, how many cards? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what I would do now is probably look at the minimum buy, look at the bid. So you've got a bid of 1250, a bid of 13, a bid of 1250, a bid of 11k, a bid of 12750, and a bid of 1250. So my maximum bid right now is 13k. So what I want to do is, obviously I saw a lot up there for 1250. So if I go and decrease it to 12250, all the 1250 ones won't pop up. Because again, you need less than one card over an hour. I understand this is kind of confusing, but I mean, it's just how it is. And now you see there's only one card over an hour. This will now allow me to initiate basically a console exclusive mechanic of compare price back out. And that is me pressing square and circle. And you can see that this Paulinho has literally just been listed on the market, which means, you know, I'm theoretically one of the first people to see it. So what I want to do is I want to go Paulinho. Now the market is actually up because it's a Thursday, so using yesterday's data is not going to be too useful, but it will still give me a bit of an idea on what he fluctuates. So look at Paulinho yesterday and we see, okay, went up there to 43k, he then went down there to 37k, he then went up there to 41k. So expect at least 41, 43, but because we're on weekly rewards, we'd expect him maybe being 44, 45, because players normally rise as of weekly. You can also check if a player is normally subjective to rise on weekly by looking at their graph. So how does Paulinho normally do on a Wednesday, Thursday? To be honest, last week he didn't rise. What about the week before? Not really. He didn't really rise the week before. So maybe we don't expect Paulinho to be more expensive. Let's see if another player pops up. Opara, I mean, okay, whatever. We'll use him as a theoretical player. He's not really going to be a deal, but Opara. So this Opara that's popped up is 54k. Now Opara, let's have a look what he fluctuates up to. He fluctuates up there to 49k, but again, we're on weekend league, so really he is going to be more than he was yesterday. Today, though, what's his highest fluctuation been? 50k. So actually, right now, he's the most expensive he's ever been. So you're not going to go and buy him at 55. But you can see that he's dropped 3k there. So, you know, you can still see they're fluctuating today. So again, Opara, we're not going to buy. Out of interest, is Opara the sort of guy who normally goes up between a Wednesday and Thursday? Yes, he is. So we would expect him to be more expensive today than he was yesterday. But again, that's not really a good deal. And what you can do is you're just going to keep doing that until maybe an Opara pops up for 40k. And we know that an Opara sells for 55k now, so if one pops up for 40k, I'll buy it. So the whole point of this is you aren't going to get deals initially, because I don't know what any of these sell for. And as a result of not knowing what any of these sell for, I'm not going to be able to get any deals. But I now know what a Paulinho sells for. I now know what a Opara sells for. And now I'm going to learn, okay, a Delaney sells at 63. So the whole point is, and the whole reason this is really good to do, right? Because you might be watching this and go, oh, this is confusing as hell. But that's kind of the point, right? Because if a method was really easy, you'd get every brain dead... Sorry, that's a bit harsh. You'd get everybody doing it. You know, a lot of people go, oh, Dan, what's a good sniping filter? And I'm here like, what you don't understand is sniping filters suck, right? They suck, especially if you're going to go and ask a streamer and expect the same response to everyone. Because the sniping filter is such an easy, it's such an easy method, everyone will do it. For example, it's like trying to snipe an icon under 200k or under 100k. Everyone can go and snipe an icon under 100k, which is why it doesn't work, because everyone can do that. On the other hand, sniping or learning the fluctuations of what icons go up and down, just like this special card, is pretty difficult. And as a result of it being pretty difficult, you have way less people doing it, because a lot less people understand the market, and as a result, it's more profitable. So what you guys got to understand, and it may be a little bit like the silver method, if you see me do the silver method, I'm not trying to snipe any silver Serie A player for 200 coins. I'm learning what they all sell for, and then learning when they're low and learning when they're high, because that takes a lot more market knowledge than just straight up sniping a player. So you may look at this and go, oh, it's really confusing, oh, I don't get it. But what you've got to understand is that's kind of the reason why this works so well. This works well because there's not many people doing it because a lot of people won't be bothered. It's like, this is why bronze swap method is so, I guess, popular for people. Because people, it doesn't take any sort of market knowledge, it doesn't take anything to do bronze swap method. But in comparison to trading, it's just not profitable. But, you know, enough ranting underway. It's a great way to start the episode. But this is the method we're going to be doing, and we'll show you guys some deals we managed to get. Happy days. So we got our first buy, and that is a Sergio Roberto. Luckily, there's a nice bit of demand for Sergio Roberto at the moment because of the long lay. Sergio Roberto on Xbox, by no surprise, is a super rare card. We should be at selling for 42, which is a 7k difference with a 2.1k tax and a 4.9k profit. So decent start. As I say, it's quite a slow start, but you've got to learn the prices. You know, you're not just going to instantly jump and then bam, 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 bang. Otherwise, you're going to go miss by a bunch of stuff. So not bad. There's Matey Boy right there for a 4.9k profit. And we're having a fair few of our silvers selling on. As I say, we had about 80 silvers to go and sell on, and, you know, we're getting through them, which is nice. So there we go. There's a bunch of the coins. We got 4 hours. I probably will go and lower a bunch of these prices just because I don't want to be stuck with them as sort of 6 PM. Because all the coins I don't have at 6 PM, I'm wasting not being able to reinvest them into silvers when they drop tonight. And swiftly on, the Sergio Roberto is going to sold on. So a nice little easy 5k, and yeah, good start to learning the special card market. So we got ourselves our second buy, and that is a Dene. Now Dene has actually dropped off a little bit due to his second form, but I'd still be relatively confident on a little fluctuation on him. So we're going to pick him up here for 20. We're going to go and flip him for 24k. That is a 4k difference with a 1.2k tax and a 2.8k profit. So not quite as big as the Sergio Roberto, but in the end of the day, we're still just learning the market. Player by player by player. Also having a few of the silvers selling on, which is good. Because I was getting a little bit worried because we did have about 70 odd silvers. And again, I'm anticipating these players to drop quite badly at 6 PM. So yeah, quite happy to see a fair few of them sell on. So let's get them relisted. And we've got still about 4.5 hours. So still plenty of time to sell those silvers on and get loads more special deals. So we got another buy, and it's just like the Sergio Roberto. It's actually a guy who's used quite heavily as SVC fodder, and he's been 36k all morning. Managed to get him for 30 right there. That's a 6k difference with a tax of 1.8 and a profit of 4.2. So not too bad. Take another 4.2k profit on there. Still having a few more silver sell-ons, so let's go and show you. Well, still had a silver sell-on. Or a bronze even. There you go. Would have gone for about 1-2, so I'm right there at 1-9. Not too bad. We'll show you. So I've gone and misbought this Digny. For some reason I thought it was 65 when he's actually going for about 56. Now, luckily, there's only 2 on the market for a 59 and under with a shadow. So I should very easily be able to sell on for a 59 with a shadow, which means I literally break even. So that's the nice thing with this, is even when you make a misbuy like this, I should be able to recuperate my coins from that pretty easily. Also had 19 sales, which is brilliant here because, again, you know, we've got less than 3 hours now till 6 PM, and the expensive silvers are the last cards I want to be holding on to. So we might break even, and maybe even taking a few 100 coin loss on them. But yeah, we're looking a lot better in terms of, you know, making sure we've sold our silvers before they do go and drop. So still got quite a few of these centre backs, but again, we've got another like 3 lists on them, so we should be all good. But yeah, back underway with the photo. It's been a little bit slow, but on the other hand, there's also been deals which I haven't been aware of. So a lot of the time, I might even get people go, oh, this, you know, quote unquote, maybe filter is dead, or this sort of like method is dead. But a lot of the time, people don't understand that actually there are really good deals popping up. Just people aren't aware of the good deals. So, for example, if I only knew 2 players' prices, I might think this method is god awful because it's not bad. Because I wouldn't be able to identify the deals. But if I can identify the deals, filters are probably going to be looking a lot better than what they actually are, because, you know, I'm not going to be missing stuff, and as a result, I'm going to be getting more deals, and they're going to be better for me. So, for example, if this seller sold at 75k, but I just for some reason presumed he sold for 65k, I would be mugging myself off. But let's have a little look how much he's going for right now. Tellers, yeah, he's only going for 65, so I need like a 58 for that to be interesting. But yeah, you look to make about, what I would say is about 10% cheaper than what they sell for. Then you take 5% profit, 5% tax. Worst comes to worst, they start dropping in price. You've got that 5% buffer stock of what would have been profit to take as a loss. So that's personally how I like going around what I pay for them. So on a 6k player, I'll look for 3k profit. A 10k player, I'll look for 5k profit. A 100k player, sorry, 100k player, I'll look for 5k profit. 40k player, I'll take a 2k profit. Just because, yeah, it's the most efficient way of getting loads of deals. Obviously, if the market's anticipated to drop, you might want to go for a higher profit because you're then playing a little bit safer. But at the moment, I don't expect the market to be dropping anytime soon, so I think it's nice, safe. Take the 5% profit, And happy days. We'll show you guys when we get some more deals. So we've managed to get loads and loads of good sales, which is really good because we're kind of beating the buzzer as such. But there we go, gone and sold on loads of our Cagliari centre-backs, loads of our Sampdoria centre-backs. Still got a few left, which is a little bit worrying. But what's actually really nice is we've got 300k, including 2 special cards, loads of silvers. I would generally put this account on about 500k, which is nice. But yeah, did get market suspended after a lot of searching. But yeah, we're going to jump back to that. Obviously, we've got pretty decent special market knowledge. We should be able to make some more money. So yeah, the current filter I'm running, by the way, is this. Obviously, when you're actually watching this video, it might be completely different. Let's have a little look. Can I widen the filter a bit? Nah, sadly not. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. And we'll show you guys when we manage to get another good deal. So we've got to get ourselves another deal. And that is a Clavener. We got him for Travener, whatever. Got him for 22k. I'm going to go and flip him at 27. That is a 5k difference with just about 1.45 tax. Which means we're going to make a 3.55 profit. So not too bad over there. We'll go and show you a few of the silvers that I've sold on, which is, again, just a common theme at the moment. Oh, no. I guess I got rid of them. But, yeah. There you go. Got a few more silvers still left to go and sell on. We got still another hour and a half till 6 PM, so got a bit of time to sell them. Weirdly enough, we're not having much luck with selling the specials, but I'm not, overly worried about selling the specials. So, yeah. That's how we're looking. We'll show you guys when we get another deal. So we've got the last 2 deals I'll probably pick up this side of 6 PM just because I'll do some SBCs and, let stuff sell on, really. We've got this guy right here at 52. We're going to go and sell him on there for 59. That is a 7k difference with a 3k tax and a 4k profit, which is decent. Am I right on that? 3k tax. Yeah, 4k profit. Lovely. So we got this this other one for 41. I've just realised I've kind of completely scuffed the prices up a little bit. But he actually goes for 54.5 right now, which is actually a... Yeah, I realise I overbought the other one by 10k, but it's okay, because we should be able to, any sort of losses we get with that one, it should be good on this one. So that is obviously a 13.5k difference with a 2.5k tax, which means an 11k profit, which is lovely. The other one I bought, I'm probably going to end up selling for break even, but I've just realised that I have bought it 10k inflated from what it was earlier. It's a very, very common mistake to make, where you buy players and they're actually 10k more than what you think they are, but it's kind of a bit weird on Xbox where there's way less of a supply. But hopefully we manage to sell that on and make ourselves a nice little 11 or 11.5k profit. In terms of silver selling on as well, we're looking pretty good. We sold the Tavernier on, obviously, bought that at 21k earlier. And loads and loads and loads of silver selling on. We still got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 expensive, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's not the best scenario in the world. But it's not bad. We've gone from something like 90 to 13 silvers. So what we'll do right now, though, is do the SBCs for the next 40 minutes and just let the coins kind of build back up again, let stuff sell on, and then have nice coins ready for 6 PM. And there's the Milinkovic sandwich we got for 41k. Just flip there for 54, which is nice. And another silver selling on, which is I'm equally happy about because, again, I don't really want to be stuck with these going into 6 PM. But we're looking good, actually. We're on, what, 300k. We're going to get 60 of that. Theoretically on that was probably on this page, another like 30, so that brings us to 90. Probably another 30 on that brings us to 120. Probably bring us to 130, just including these silvers. 120, let's say 140, we'll add 40 for that. 180, 200, 250, let's say after tax. 250 added to that. It's not looking too bad. Yeah, we're just gonna be just sub 600. We also do have a few golds in the club, but yeah, not too bad whatsoever. So we've gone and done a marquee matchup. Took too long, to put it politely. 30 minutes though till 6 PM. I'll go and do the pack now. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not really going to hold on to them until Friday. I prefer to get my coins now, especially as a lot of golds are still selling for a bit. So let's go and see what we can get. We can still get icons, so that matters. Oh, we got a board and it says squad building champion. That's me. Shame that has zero correlation with you actually packing anything good. Alright, there's that. What we'll do right now is go doing that last marquee matchup. So we've gone and had lots of sales and done the last marquee matchup. Just been gutting the club a little bit. Just selling on a few cards just so we can get a few more coins ready before 6 PM. Also managed to sell a few more of the silvers. Have been a little bit more panic selling them and such. But again, I prefer to sell them before 6 PM than, them to crash at 6 PM. So let's go and do that last marquee matchup. I think I'll have to put one player in, so do be patient for a second. There you go. You see my completely messy working out of these SBCs. And I believe if I go and switch him up with the Colombian matey, there we go. Magic. SBC's done. Can I go and switch him with him? I think it'd just be quite nice for SBCs. And can I go and switch him with him? What have we got? And there we go. Save a little bit more money. Let's go and submit that. It's only going to give us a Jumbo Gold pack, but yeah, we'll take it. And as I say, it'll just give us a few more points for 6 PM if we can go and pack ourselves anything good out of the 2 packs. So, pack number 1. It's not bad. It's a 15k pack, but with the rares of a 7.5k pack. And we get at least a gold rare. It's not going to be a boards. It's just going to be the man, the myth, the player pick. We get Mason Greenwood, Graylish. Jesus, this is like a 25k pack. But not bad. We're going to do the player pick as well. Imagine if it was an inform. Imagine my surprise. Zarate. I think Matthias might go for the most there. Brazilian goalkeepers normally seem to do quite well. Let's go and discard all this stuff because I highly doubt it sells. There's some fireworks going outside. Boom, send that down. Let's go and do the next pack right now. A prime 45k pack, brilliant. I don't really want to hold this stuff till tomorrow. I know I could hold on to it till tomorrow, but I prefer to get the coins as soon as possible and then be able to utilise those coins. And a 45k pack isn't going to bring me anything. Oh my, it doesn't bring me anyone above 80. In fact, I have a non-rare as the joint highest rated player in the pack. Brilliant. Send that to the club, get that all listed up, and yeah. Oh, I'll go and get that French manager from Discard Recovery as well. So we had a pretty crazy 6 PM, and on top of that, we actually managed to sell that Milinkovic-Savic I was a little bit worried about messing up with. But yeah, we've had a pretty crazy SBC 6 PM. We had marquee matchups, we had a SBC set, we had 3 new league SBCs. It's been a bit crazy, and I've gone and put about 150k into UCLs. I've gone with Serie A left backs, Bundesliga centre backs, Liga strikers, Liga centre backs, La Liga centre backs, just because they're the ones that did extremely well last time. So I've taken a bit of a gamble on them. That is a bit of a gamble because I do think with there being the Bundesliga League SBC, I do think the demand for specifically people doing the UCL SBC may be nowhere near as much as last time. On top of that, you also had UCL supply being way less last time. So yeah, I do have the worry that they might not do as well. But then again, I've gone to avoid these players at 1k, whereas they hit 4k last time. So we can only hope for them to do well. And maybe we've got the Team of the Year being soon on our side as well. So yep, what I will probably do is, like how you see me do with the Serie A, I'll probably go and learn or go through these and see who the expensive players should be through these teams one by one. And on top of that, maybe just topping up the UCL. I'm tempted to go all in on UCLs just because I'm already about 150, 200k deep on them. But at the same time, I would quite like to learn Xbox prices. On top of that, silvers may actually drop for a few hours now. Just because normally you have marquee matchup and the supply, then it's, the supply runs out and then boom, they all go back up again. But, I mean, as of 6 PM, we've got the supply of, where is it? There's a lot of supply. We've got those silvers coming from that. No silvers coming from that. Okay, we've got rare mix. We've got 4 silvers, 4 bronzes. Prime Electrum. We've got 10 silvers, 4 bronzes from that. So that's actually not many in terms of how many marquee matchup noise supplies. That's untradeable, so I don't count that. That's bringing us up to Prime Mixed. So that's bringing us up to 14 silvers, 8 bronzes. That brings us up to 20 silvers, 4 bronzes, 8 bronzes. So yeah, there's a lot of supply, and that's even before we say, okay, well, people are also going to go and do. Are there any tradable packs in this? People are also might go and do that one, and then there you go. That's another 6 silvers. That's another 6 silvers. That's another 4 bronzes, 4 silvers. So that's the problem with that. And then they, again, people could very happily go and do the Bundesliga ones, and that's just mixed. So that's the problem we have with silvers. It's not the normal marquee matchup. This is why I think the silvers, especially if we're talking ones from Serie A, may continue dropping until 9, 10, 11 PM, because the supply in silvers could, theoretically last ages compared to the normal, 10 silver supply. So many silver packs that people might be grinding through right now. Now, theoretically, and then the problem with this is there actually isn't any promo packs out at the moment. So as a result of there being no promo packs, everyone might go and open up the silver packs tomorrow. Which as a result means that silvers could go and crash tomorrow, which means you need a rebound between tonight and tomorrow. So silvers are just a little bit sketchy, but I will be learning all the Bundesliga silvers because, I'm quite excited to trade with another League SBC. What I also do as well is when there's multiple League SBCs, I'll go through the whole Serie A, then I go through the whole Bundesliga, then I'll go for the whole Serie A and through the full Bundesliga, one by one. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, well, I was just looking at the UCLs that did very well last time, and I've been investing on them. I also did buy a few Bundesliga centre backs because obviously that covers both, but Just got ourselves some La Liga centre-backs, how they do. Picked up lots of them. Did buy them at 2, which is inflated, but they seem to already be up at 2.7, so seem to be getting a little bit of a follow from last year's trends. Let's see how the Liga strikers are doing. These do quite well, because I think there's only 2 rares, which means there's a lot of reliance on the non-rares. They are being listed a bit more, but it's only as of the last minute or 2, so I'll continue picking these up under 1.5. But there we go, that's just how it's all looking. So, we've, again, put a lot of money in these UCLs, but I've realised that, actually I can get some insanely good silver deals with the silver sniping method. Like, let me go and show you some of these guys I've managed to go and pick up. Now, see, they're all down right now, but I do think we'll see a rebound by tomorrow midday. They could continue dropping a little bit more today, but we got some insane snipes, like this guy for 400, who previously was 4.5. Obviously, he's down at 3.5 right now, but I do expect a rebound. We got this guy here at 750. He was previously about 3.5 a game. Get another good sniping him. No, he's cheap. So what we do have right now is we just got the filter set up. And obviously, because we've been doing a lot of silver trading, we have almost perfect market knowledge on who are the expensive silvers. So we've got silver, Serie A. I've kind of fixed the filter to be a little bit higher than normal, just because I want a higher chance of picking up some of the decent players. And what I'm doing is just buying all the guys who, again, I just knew were expensive before 6 PM. So again, just sitting here, compare price, new player pops up, and we'll know if they're expensive or not. Not quite sure how much Jesus was, but I just know he kind of sells a little bit because of course, him being Brazilian centre-back, who's Scooby-Dooby-Doo, who is not too bad. So I know the strikers weren't too bad from Janelle, so I've gone and bought them. And again, we're just buying all the expensive ones. Our all Serie A silvers to snipe. No. So we just got ourselves some banging snipes on this. Hopefully they're going to pop up right now. They do indeed. We managed to get ourselves a Yoshida, who is literally previously going for about 4k. Going for 500 coins. I think literally still the cheapest one on the market is still 3k, so that's obviously 2.5k different. Got another nice little buy right here of a Digimon, going for 850 coins, and I think he's, even right now, probably still going about 2.5. So we're still getting loads and loads of really good snipes. Some of the silvers are actually managing to sell on. Some of the who is a striker, who is a Liga striker. Oh yeah, I didn't explain. So I went and picked up basically a bunch of Liga strikers who are UCLs, because if I go and show you right now, obviously there's the UCL League SBC, and that has made... That obviously requires a lot of UCLs. Now, because it needs high chemistry, a lot of people use all UCLs from one team, or one league. And I kind of pre-identified that the Liga has a lack of strikers. And as a result of it having a lack of Liga strikers, who are UCLs, it means that they do well. I mean, you can see right here, there's literally 1, 2, then if I go and show you the non-res, 3. There are 3 Liga strikers that are affordable. And as a result, these players therefore do really well with the SBCs, because if there's a SBC formation that needs 2 strikers and someone's using Ligan for the rest of the team because they've either got loads of Ligans in the club or they think it's cheap to do it Ligan, 2 out of 3 of the Ligan strikers are going to get used. And as a result, they've gone from like 1k to about 2.2k each, and I expect them to keep rising and rising and rising. So that's kind of what we've done. Well, that's kind of the investment we made, because I know that the Ligan has a lack of strikers who are UCL players, and because the team needs 11 UCL players, yeah, I presume they do well. So what we're doing right now, again, is just sitting here on 5th knife minute. See how we can get some live snipes for you guys. And again, using that market knowledge, see if there's anything good. So these Sasulu strikers have gone down from about 2.8k to literally 650 coins right there. So I'm more than happy to buy that. The Palmer strikers, they actually did get a little bit, but I'm not a massive fan of sniping them. Centre backs from this team are down from... Let's see if we can win this one on a bid, actually. These cards are down from... How much were they? I think about 3.5k they hit. I don't really want to buy them quite yet, because I do think they can keep dropping going into the night. So even though they're down from 3.5 to 2.5, I think they might even go down to like 2k later tonight. So I might go and mass buy a bunch of silvers tonight, but the plan of action is just getting an insane amount of deals on this sniping filter, because actually it's not too insanely competitive. The only time it's competitive is when there's a centre-back listed. But these centre-mids right here, who again were going for about 3k, we're managing to get them on a really good buy nows. And actually, when I manage to get a buy now deal, what I'm starting to do now is just throw out a few bids on there, because there are quite a lot of silvers ending on nice bids, and I do know from previously doing Road to Glories that, you know, bids are a nice way. Ooh, I'll tell you what, I'll take that. I'll take that. There you go. But again, even though I expect them to drop later tonight, I'll still take a 1k silver right there. But yeah, not silvers. Loads of these centre-backs are under 1. Picked up him. He was previously 3 in these, down to a k, so picked up a few of him. And you can see he picked up loads and loads and loads. Picked up a few of these. These are down from about 1.8 to 750. These again are down from 2.5, 3.5 even, down to 1.2. So been picking up loads and loads of buys. And again, the plan of action is honestly see if I can start shipping some of these UCL cards and just getting these coins on the silvers. And I'll try and put as much as possible on the silvers. Have actually gone and sold another Hui for 2.5. But yeah, in terms of silvers, what do we have to show you? 750 there. Bought this, I don't know if it would do that well, but Ronaldo Vieira at 1k, he's down from like 2.5 of earlier. I just picked up a banging snipe. Where's the Sampdoria centre back? One sec. Oh, we're I just realised we've got over 50, so she's also got a Sampdoria centre back at 300 coins, which is decent. So yeah, not looking too bad whatsoever. And we got ourselves loads of So we got ourselves loads of bid deals right here. We got some Parma centre mids at 1.2k. We got ourselves a Sassuolo left back there at 1.2, and a bunch of right mids from Fiorentina for 1k. They're all going for about 2k, so they're not doing too bad. We've also been picking up loads and loads of buy nows. I've kind of what I like to do is I'll take a little bit of a loss in coins, and I'll go and fix a filter. So I've gone and fixed up the Silver Defender filter right here in the Serie A to 1-6, and obviously any Sampdoria centre backs that pop up. Any defenders that pop up, any not Sassuolo, any Bologna defenders that pop up, any Benevento defenders that pop up, which are going to pick up right now. So yeah, kind of what I like to do every now and again is just go and fix a filter. Again, I bought a few Roma centre backs at 1.5, not a good buy, but in order to fix this filter and allow more players to pop up and more deals to pop up. So yeah, what we're doing right now is just sitting on this and waiting for some stuff to pick up. What have we got already? We've got ourselves a Sampdoria centre back at 1.6, and that's it. I mean, that itself pays for the 2 Roma centre backs, so it's all good. So we've had some decent sales by the looks of things. Or bids. Okay, yeah, we've had some decent sales. 3, including the Digne, there we go. And there's an Alvaro bought for 2k a run there, and a Hinu we bought for like 1.5 run there. So decent to see some of these UCL selling on, because it's really going to help fund some of the silver buys. And there you go, just bidding on a few right now, but really just running that silver Serie A filter, just picking up loads and loads of deals to flip tomorrow. So a few decent buys again. We got this guy for 900. It was like previously 3k, which is decent. Anything else we bought? This guy at 900, previously 2k. A few more Loris, a few of them are Sassuolo players. Picked up a few of him. He's gone from 4.5 to 2.3, which is decent. In terms of bids, yeah, not bad. He's down from 3.5. I mean, look at these. These are being bought for 2, and we literally got this guy on a 1.2k bid. So, looking decent. 4 sales as well. I think that's the UCLs going on. Yep, bought him for under 2, him for under 2, him for under 2. And bought Benevento for under 1.5. So, UCLs turning trumps. It's looking really good, I'll be honest with you. UCLs are doing well. Picking up loads of good deals with silvers. Only got 2 informed Denayas to sell on. So, a lot of our coins right now are really just all on... A lot of our coins are really all just on these silvers, which again we're going to plan on selling tomorrow midday. And we've had loads of sales. Again, bought all these for under 2k, flipped them all for 3k, which is decent. I can get that there. Throw that on the relist. I think they're just selling in the last minute. In terms of winning stuff on bids, won another one of him, won a few left mids. I think I might be market suspended. Which means I might not be able to search until tomorrow because I've spent the market so much. But there's a few decent buys. Going for 900, he's actually going for 3k right now. Got him for 700, he's going for like 2.5 right now. And then just picked up loads and loads of silvers. But still got 200k, and I think I might be market suspended. But yeah, but here's just showing you guys that we got some decent deals on these. Sold him at 2.5 recently. The Janskas haven't done too well, but these are all being selling for about 2.5k, all these strikers. So you can see they've done pretty nicely. The centre backs as well, they've been going for 2.5, bought them all for 1.5. So yeah, UCL's been going well. I'll be honest with you though, I do think I'm market suspended. Unless it's just a temporary 1 hour market suspension, that might defaultly call it the end of the night. But it's not bad because I've at least got 200k in silvers, which is, yeah, obviously if they double, triple, I mean half of them already I could get like 5-6 times what I bought them for just because of the snipe. So loads of great buys later, including this guy for 1.1. I think these are still going for about 3k, even with, obviously even with the heavy supply we've just had, so... That's a brilliant little snub. Again, what's really cool is a lot of these cards are still making 3 times the profit. And I'd still expect to rise tomorrow. Actually, just going to completely clear this guy out at 2k. There you go, we literally won that one. And we won that one. Oh no, we didn't win that one. But yeah, just cleared this guy at 2k. It's going for about 6k prior. I managed to get a really good deal on this guy. What, 1.1 really? Yeah, 1k right there. And the game previously was going for about 3k, 4k. In terms of card selling as well, a few more UCLs selling, which is brilliant because I do want to get all the coins into silvers, not UCLs. So you know the transition between selling the silvers and buying selling the UCLs and buying silvers is going well, and they're just picking up a few more silvers over there, but still going good with the I guess project of putting 400k into silvers. So I've managed to spend another 40 odd k. I don't know if I can really show you the deals because at this point we're extremely heavily unassigned. But yeah, just been buying loads of cards, add a few more of these UCLs selling on, just listing them all up for 1k more. So every time you see these UCLs sell on, but they're really the plan of action, just to spend this other 130k. How are bids looking? Nothing too crazy. You can see everything you're seeing me be outbid on is normally cards I've got deals on. There you go. Completely swiped him at 2k earlier. He's up to 4k already, which is banging. But yeah, anything you see me bid on normally means we've got ourselves good snipes. So I think I got this guy for 500. Got some of this guy for 500, got him for like 800, so just trying to win some nice little bids. We'll bid on that, it's not too bad. But yeah, not looking too bad, just really trying to get his last 130k and then I can call it a night and chill. So we have just been buying and selling a bunch of players. I've actually got and sold on about 24 UCL cards, but I got rid of them and then realised, oh, it'd actually probably be useful for the video. So went and sold on a lot of the La Liga and the Liga centre backs. We bought for 2k and flipped them all for 3k. Which has managed to get us up from like 150 all the way up to 190. And yeah, what I'm trying to do is just trying to get this last 190k. I don't really want to leave any coins not spent. So I'm really just going through right now is just going through these players one by one. Just trying to identify players who are still very cheap. I mean, that's a great little buy right there. So yeah, really just trying to spend on the rest of the coins. I mean, it's very late right now, but I mean, it's New Year's Eve, so whatever. So yeah, just trying to find a few last cards to go and put the money in. Just because tomorrow morning, I mean, a lot of these players have actually already rebounded relatively nicely. Went and picked up loads of the centre backs earlier for 2.5. They're already doing, you know, 3k, but they're probably even up to 3.5-ish. Midfielders in this team normally do 2k. Okay, we'll go for a few more while I'm here. Why not? Sasulu defenders. Yep. I mean, 1-2 on the left backs. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Then look at Torino goalkeepers. Obviously, they're down from they're down from 2.5k. Yeah, they've already rebounded. Do we have any centre backs and right backs? We have some centre backs popping up. That's decent. These are down from about 4k. They became very inflated as of recently because of the Izzo obviously getting a team of the week and therefore not being in packs. So yeah, more than content to pick a few of them up at 2.2. Again, I really just want to kind of put the coins in place tonight because I'm very confident that they will rebound nicely tomorrow. Go and pick him up too. It's interesting. There's not another one up to 2.5 and that's about to end. Very interesting. But I think the demand in people completing these SBCs will pick up tomorrow because obviously you've got the brand new promo tomorrow. You've also got less people doing marquee matchups. A lot more people saving packs tomorrow than opening packs is the idea. So, can we get some sentiments? No, I really don't have to snipe 150. I mean, what's the filter looking like right now? Normally I'll hold the filter, which means I'll buy everyone over even if they're not a good buy, just so I can sit on the filter, but I'd have to go and buy all these players just to go and fix up the filter. Well, going for defenders. I also fixed this one up to 1.6, but I'd be surprised again if a few cards have not managed to get themselves over an hour. All it takes is a few cards over an hour and then, yeah, I mean, look at that. That's absolutely flooded and completely ruined that filter. So, so basically I'll explain to you what I'd normally do. Normally what I'd do is I'd go Silver, League and 1k, and I'd basically sit here and go, okay, how many cards over an hour? 1, 2, 3, 4, way too many. And I'd go, do I want to go and buy all those cards for 1k so I can go and fix the filter? Because the higher the filter, the more likely I'm to get good deals. I go, not really. I mean, at the moment, it's probably best to set it at something like 850. Because I think... How's that looking? Yeah, I think I just hold it at that. Because otherwise I've got to go and buy 8-9 players, which I don't madly want to do. So, yeah, just going to go sit on this at 850 and going to go and snipe up a bunch of good deals. What? So funny enough, I'm actually just doing a little bit of, I'm basically just editing the video up right now. So I'm just doing a little bit of sniping. Managed to get this guy. He goes for about 3.5k. Managed to literally go and snipe him at 200 coins. It shows that there's not too many people on the filter right now, which is brilliant because it just allows me to go and get loads of good deals. But yeah, MP Days, can I go and win him? Oh, there is no one on this filter. Perfect. Well, yeah, so just while I'm watching the recording back editing the video, we'll see if we get any more bangers. So I can get the video rendered. I think what I'll do is I'll call it night in terms of recording. I'll still probably go and throw the last 123 because we're actually having these UCLs selling on still, and again, a bunch of these bought 1.5, a bunch of these bought at 1.5 to 2. So not looking too bad. Gonna throw up everyone else for 12 hours. One thing I recommend doing if you guys don't already is make sure to list up your cards for 6 hours to 12 hours overnight. This basically just allows your players to obviously always be on the market, and there's a chance for them to fluctuate and therefore be the cheapest. But I'll probably go for a lot of these guys. I'll probably just add 1k to what I buy them for, and then go and sell them. Could even go and list up the silvers overnight, but I want to prioritise selling the UCLs, and then I'll get around to the silvers. Is kind of the plan of action at the moment. Picked up loads more silver deals. I'll show you what we got here. Got myself this guy at 2. I started just buying a few players for their going rate right now, so picked up a few Caligari centre backs at 2. Picking up a few left wingers from that team. Gonna pick up some centre backs from Sampdoria there at 2.5, 2.3, which is crazy because they're 6k before 6 PM. But I mean, this is kind of one of the reasons why EA's probably done what they have. And on top of that, I've won loads and loads of silver deals: 1.2, 1.5, 1k, 1.2, 1.4, another 1.5 right there. And just in the process of trying to win even more of these. Picked up another Jank, I think 650 coins or something like that. Trying to pick up some more Aslan. So yeah, that's what we're basically doing to call it a night. Just going to list up for some more UCLs. In the hour it'll probably take to render and upload the video. I'll try and stick on that last 1, 2, 3. Because the nice thing is, I know that I'll wake up in the morning and have 20, 30k, even if I go bust tonight on silvers, because I know a bunch of the UCLs will sell on overnight. So that's always good. It's like I know I can guarantee to wake up some coins even if I go broke tonight. But there we go. Thanks for watching episode 3. I'm extremely happy how the Road to Glory is going. I generally would be surprised if I don't hit the 2 million in 7 days at this rate, which is obviously great. Thanks for watching. Thanks for continued support. Yeah, really enjoying it. I don't know if I'm enjoying trading on Xbox. I don't know if I'm enjoying YouTube, but yeah. In the previous Road to Glory, I was going on about how it was a bit of a strain to YouTube because I wasn't really enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it. So maybe because I've abandoned YouTube for a bit. So you know, it's a nice fresh start, but whatever. Thanks for watching. See you guys with another episode tomorrow.